What's good, y'all? Quick message for you real quick. This is actually more of a warning. So yesterday morning, my other page was hacked, Coach Jarabica Wilkins, and I just wanted to get on here and basically let you know that if you receive any messages from quote unquote TikTok, right? If you receive any messages from TikTok stating that you are in some type of violation or your page was reported for certain things, and you know that you haven't did any of those things, you know for a fact that you're not in violation of anything, don't click on those messages. Don't respond to those messages. Don't try to verify anything, because that's what they had me do. You know what I'm saying? Basically asking me to verify certain information, and that's how they was able to get in my other page and hack it. And now I have no access. Matter of fact, when you try to pull it up, it doesn't even pop up. But I have received pictures and things from friends of me. It's saying that I received a certain amount of money from Bitcoin using Cash App and all that. And I just want y'all to know that that's not me. I've heard about Bitcoin, but I don't participate in it. I don't have any. I never received any type of money from it, from Cash App or any of that. And I wouldn't even conduct business that way. You'll never see me on social media talking about how much money I got and all those things. So if you see anything that has Jarabica Wilkins, any of my pictures or whatever, do not respond. Matter of fact, report the pages. Report those pages, because that's not me. That is not me, and I don't want anyone else falling victim to it. But I have lost my other page that I spent years working on and building and everything like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt some type of way. I can't even say it was necessarily anger, just more so salty, because all I kept thinking about yesterday was all the work I put into that page, and how far I came and all the followers I gained and stuff like that. So it was more like a disappointment, you know what I'm saying? And was just in my head a lot about it. But I had a lot of my, TikTok friends, my TikTok family, my tribe, they hit me up. I had people call me and just basically spoke life into me and encouraged me to keep going. And, with me being spiritual and everything like that, and I tell y'all in some of my videos that, sometimes when you're going through your storm, you don't always see the end result of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have faith and you might believe like me. I have the faith and I believe that everything turns out for the greater good for me, because it does, and it always has, no matter what I've been through in my life. But sometimes when you in a storm, you don't see that shit. You feel me? And so I had, my tribe hit me up, people call me, and I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much for speaking life into me. And not only did they speak life into me, they basically told me things, damn near everything that I've told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Videos that I made, stuff that I talked about. They reminded me, and I'm used to always pouring into people and giving a word to other people and being an encouragement to other people. It's rare that I get that in return. And I just thank y'all, like my TikTok tribe. Y'all really fuck with me, and that's dope. And I really fuck with y'all, and I really appreciate y'all so much. I feel like I can't thank you enough for reporting the pages and just basically putting it out there for everybody to see that that is not me, and to also come follow my new page. But that's what I talk about all the time, like going through the storm. And this is about perspective. My video that I talked about, changing your perspective. Some people would have went through this and would have been like, fuck this, I'm not doing it again. But my perspective, I immediately, because of my experiences, because of my past experiences, because of what I went through before, I learned to change my perspective? Can I change my perspective and look at what I'm going through in a way that I should be looking at it? You know what I'm saying? Do I look at it for what it seemed like it is, or do I look at it for what it could be, what it's turning into? You know what I'm saying? And what I had to learn about having that page is, of course, I was attached to it. You know what I'm saying? And when I received that message about it being deactivated or deleted, you know, the first thing anybody would think is like, oh no, I don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? But spiritually, I was told that I had too much of an attachment to it. Spiritually, I was told that whatever my plan was, whatever my goal was for that page, it was never supposed to happen that way. That page was a stepping stone for me. That page is where my growth came from. You know, my very first videos where I was shy and I didn't talk as loud, and you know, you can hear the difference. But spiritually, I was told that was just practice. You know what I'm saying? And what I had to realize is, yeah, my page may be gone. All that hard work, years of hard work may have been gone. But that page was meant for my growth and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Spirit needs me to come and go harder than what I've ever done before with this new page. You see what I'm saying? Spirit needs me to become something greater than I was with that old page. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta look at things. That's why when I be telling y'all, like, I go through my shit too. I don't just be on here talking, and you know, I never try to make it seem like I have this perfect life, and because I don't. I go through my things too. But I do know that as a leader, you know what I'm saying, as a leader, and you know, as a life coach, it's okay. I'll never sit here and try to make it seem like I'm not going through my shit. I say it several times in many different videos. Like, I go through my things too. But as a leader, I'm here to show y'all, like, I'm going through this, and I know y'all watching, so y'all gonna see how I come back up. As a matter of fact, this page is gonna be even greater than the last page. You see what I'm saying? And most likely, you know, this is what I be saying, like, Spirit will shake your world up a bit. If Spirit has been trying to communicate with you to step out into something, to work on becoming something bigger and better, if Spirit has been, you know, speaking to your heart and telling you that it's time for you to do something and you don't do it, it'll shake your world up. You know what I'm saying? It'll shake your world. And it's not to hurt you, and it's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna cause no type of harm, but it's gonna help you grow. It's gonna push you. I look at this experience that I'm going through as, you know, when the mother bird push her baby bird out the nest on purpose. She'll push her baby out the nest on purpose. And as that baby falling through the sky, she flying right next to it. And what she's doing is she's waiting to see if that bird will start flapping its wings. Is this a time where it's ready to flap its wings and fly on its own? And if it's not, she gonna grab her baby and she gonna take it back to the nest. And then when she feel like it's time to try again, she gonna do it again. And she's gonna keep doing that until one day that baby start flapping the wings. And I feel like spiritually, that's what I'm going through. Spiritually, that's what I'm going through. And I know, you know what I'm saying, I've been tapped in long enough to know when Spirit talking to me, it has been some things that I should be doing, that I've stepped into a little bit, or there's some things that I haven't even made an attempt, you know. So I know that although the enemy meant this whole situation for bad, although it meant for me to feel like I'm just gonna give up and to stop doing content and stop speaking to people and stop pouring into people, I'm not. I know that spiritually it is meant for my good. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm just here to tell y'all and here to warn you that if you receive any quote-unquote messages from me, if you see a picture of me where it's saying I received a certain amount of money, don't click on it, report it. I don't want anyone else falling victim to it. And if I have to take one for the team, it is what it is. But watch this come up.